Good morning, wherever you are. I trust this finds you in a great mood, and welcome to our mentorship session. This is Osinde John, your coach and mentor, and today we are going to talk about skill number 1, and the skill is why Alliance in Motion Global. Why should you join Alliance in Motion Global? Why do we choose Alliance in Motion Global? Why is Alliance in Motion Global a good company? So that is what we are going to talk about today. And the skills that I have here will help you see some of the things that we saw. Of course, this is not everything that I'm supposed to be talking about. Of course, there are many other things that makes this company a good company. But at least today I'm going to talk about the following things to consider when it comes to choosing a multi-level marketing company. Okay, so let's get started. So the strength of our company. The strength of and stability of an MLM company, MLM simply stands for multi-level marketing company, can be tested from the following 5 pillars. So we have 5 most important pillars that you can look at to test the strength and stability of any multi-level marketing company. The first pillar is the products. The second pillar is the packaging. The third pillar is the business system. And the fourth pillar is the leadership. And the fifth pillar is the support system. Okay, so let's see, why are these aspects important? Why are these aspects of great value? Why are these aspects things that you need to take keen note of before you invest your money into a certain multi-level company? Okay, so the first thing is now the products. Okay, so one of our products, or rather, a number of our products are manufactured by Nature's Way. Nature's Way is located in Green Bay, Wisconsin, USA. Okay, and you get that Nature's Way is a company that has been there in existence for quite a long period of time. And this is what I usually tell people. Let's assume you have you are sick. Maybe let's say you have something, you have a condition, a medical condition, a serious medical condition, and this condition requires quick attention. And you have been provided with, let's say, about 3 types of products to use to help you be able to reverse your condition. The first product is made by your country. Okay, so let's say maybe you're coming from an African country, like let's say Kenya. So the first product is made in Kenya, and you're a Kenyan. Let's say you have this condition and you want something to help you recover. And then the second product you've been given is a product that comes from China. Okay, and then the third product is a product that is made in USA, that comes from USA. And the question goes like this: among these 3 products, which one would you trust? Okay, every time I talk to people and ask them such questions, most of them, they say they will first trust the one that comes from USA, and then probably maybe option 2, they might think of China. And then option 3, maybe if there is no any other option, maybe they might think of Kenya, or they might not even use the one that comes from Kenya. When you ask them why, they tell you, of course, we know USA has been known, there are some serious companies in the USA that have been known to produce, or rather to make, very serious products and very serious consumer products, things like that. Okay, so that comes down to our product manufacturers. Now, one thing you also have to understand is that a real network marketing company is focused on distribution. A real network marketing company does not manufacture its products and then sell. That is not how it works. We have some companies which they manufacture the same products that they are claiming to be distributing in the network marketing industry. It doesn't work like that. And a real network marketing company is a bridge between the manufacturer and the business builders, who are us, the distributors itself. Okay, so it links the distributor to the manufacturer, and then the distributor links the network marketing company to the consumers or to other network builders. That is how things go. Okay, so one of our manufacturing companies is Nature's Way, and let's see what has Nature's Way been able to do. Okay, so Nature's Way is a $1 billion a year company, known to be the #1 United States food supplement company. Okay, it has what we call a US FDA registered. It is registered by the United States Food and Drug Administration Authority. Okay, and then it is the first in a major certified organic producer. There are companies which focus on specific things. There are companies which focuses on counterfeit. If you go to China, there are a lot of companies which focuses on making the same item but in a counterfeit manner, or rather they make counterfeit of the same item. They imitate the item so perfectly, because for them it is very easy for them to be able to make money like that. Okay, so the second thing is that it is the first good manufacturing it has the first good manufacturing process, okay, facility in the USA, in the food supplement industry. Okay, so it is known to be among the companies that promotes, or rather facilitates, or rather makes supplements that have what we call a GMP mark of recognition. Okay, it also has over 200 medical doctors, herbalists, and scientists who are working on developing superior products each and every single day. So this is purely the same way you see I am very devoted to supporting you to grow and succeed in this business is the same way you see we have Alliance in Motion Global that is very devoted and focusing on helping you be able to succeed because it has given you a business system. It's the same way you see that Nature's Way is dedicated and focused on making superior food supplements that are going to be distributed all over the world, okay? And you get that there are some products that we have patented. As Alliance in Motion Global, we have some products from Nature's Way that we have patented, and these products can only be manufactured for Alliance in Motion Global and can only be distributed to Alliance in Motion Global. That is how serious our business is, okay? So which means there is no any other person in the world who is supposed to have these products. Why? We do that to protect people like us, people like me, people like you are going to join this business. We are very much willing to protect our business so that the people who believe in this, who are building in this, can be able to get the maximum support. So that tells you without fear or failure that you can never get C24/7 in any other company apart from us. An exact replica of C24/7 can only exist between Nature's Way and Alliance in Motion Global. And for you to get it, you can only get it through Alliance in Motion Global. That is how serious this is, okay? Now, Nature's Way allows at least 25 million a year, okay, $25 million a year on research and development of proven and effective product line, okay? So this company, they are always willing to invest back into building the best of what they are doing. So that tells you that having a company or rather joining a network marketing company that has a superior food supplements or rather has superior products is one of the key factors that will ensure that you are going to succeed very easily, okay? And some of this, most of these supplements, I've used them on a number of things, okay? We have had, of course, you can ask for the stories around from our team members, you'll be told. We've heard of people who have suffered from cancer. We have helped them. We've heard of people who have suffered from diabetes, arthritis, hypertension, fibroids, so many conditions. I've even had cases of people who have approached me and they have had the CD4, their low CD4 count on what? Or rather, they have had cases to deal with HIV/AIDS, poor immunity, opportunistic diseases, asthma, and things like that. And when we talk to these people, we guide them to use our supplements. A majority of them, 95 to 99% to 100% of them, they have been able to receive that good result, okay? Each and every year we get new people. And one of my targets is to be able to help at least 10,000 families all over the world be able to recover in the next 10 years. The first phase starts from 2023 to 2027, after which we review and see how far we have gone, and then we'll be able to 2023 to 2030, okay? So that will be the first 7 years. In the next coming 10 years, we want to be able to clear, or rather we want to be able to help over 10,000 families to be able to recover. And it is because of the products that we have in our company that I believe in this so much without fear or doubt, okay? Now, another thing is that you have to know that our products are also recognized by the following international regulatory bodies. The first one is kosher, okay? So the kosher certification, or rather kosher foods, are those that conform to the Jewish dietary laws. These are foods that are suitable for Jewish consumption, or rather, these are foods that are considered to be safe for Jewish consumption. Why? Because these are religious people, religious groups, and they have their own beliefs and doctrines. And they say, you've heard of religious people, how strict they are. They say we cannot eat meat from here, we cannot eat this type of meat and things like that. And that is what this simply means. It means that our supplements, they meet the necessary laws, or rather dietary laws, to be consumed by people who believe in the Jewish dietary laws, or rather in the Jewish religion. Okay, so that is how it is. The second one is halal. Halal simply means, or rather, our products are halal, 100% halal certified. Halal foods are those that conform to the Islamic dietary laws. These are foods that are suitable for Muslims to consume. Okay, so you should not be having those, religious restrictions that maybe this one it cannot be used and things like that. There is a story that I like telling people. One day, we usually have this brochure that explains about our supplements, how they work, and things like that. And one day, there was this time I was in a hotel. I saw this Muslim person. He came to the same hotel to book a room. And I saw him, he was having medicine on his shirt pocket, okay, this hypertensive medication. So I asked him, what is that on on your pocket, and he told me that I have hypertension and diabetes, and it usually strikes at any time. Okay, so I told him, okay, that is good. I wish you quick recovery, or I wish you to be able to regain your health much faster. And then I gave him this brochure, and I told him, you can take this. This is a small gift I've given you today, and then you can go and review it during your free time. Okay, so my phone number was there on that product brochure, and he called me later on, and he told me, are you sure that these supplements, they are going to work? And then I asked him, why are you asking me this question? And he told me, it's because I saw the halal certification on this brochure, that these supplements, they can be used by people who conform to the Islamic religion dietary laws. And then I tell them, yes, the supplements are very good. I sent him a few photos of people who have recovered and things like that. And he continued talking. I continued showing him more of what our supplements are able to do, more information, more knowledge. I continued teaching him and things like that. And he believed in everything. He believed in everything I was telling him. And he made a purchase of about 100,000 Kenyan shillings. He bought something for his family members and things like that. And he was able to recover. Right now, he's always a constant consumer of mine because of this kind of relationship, because of this kind of certification. Okay, so that is what you have to know. Remember that these certifications, they are very important. There are people who look to finer details. They do not want any doubts. They want to consume the right thing. They want to be sure of what they are getting into, and that is why our company makes it best. And that is why products as a pillar of a strong network marketing company, or rather strong multi-level marketing company, is one of the most important things you need to be able to check. Okay, let's move on. We have something called the super brand mark of recognition. Okay, so super brands is a listing of the world's strongest brands published annually. They this one is usually chosen by an expert of councils and by thousands and thousands and thousands of consumers. Okay, so the brands do not pay or apply to be considered. Us as Alliance in Motion Global, we do not pay super brands to consider us as one of the best companies, or rather to consider us to be having, or rather to be the people who are having one of the best supplements in the whole world. No, that one is based on consumer choice. Okay, they set up what we call it. They set up a poll, and then people who are satisfied by a certain product, they come there to claim, or rather to verify that the product that I have from this company indeed works. And that is something that we have always done, because I'm always proud of these supplements. And I usually tell people that if you're really serious about using our supplements and you follow through, you decide that you're going to commit to following through the course, you're going to get very good results in the very near future. Okay, so that is how we get to the super brand mark of recognition. Okay, so let's move ahead. The next thing is FDA approved, Food and Drug Administration approved. Okay, the Food and Drug Administration is a federal agency of the United States Department of Health and Human Service. That simply means all our supplements have been certified by FDA, which means they are fit and good for human consumption anywhere in the whole world, or rather in those countries where they use the FDA certification to consider, to verify, or rather to approve if a product can be used by their people or not. Okay, and then the next one, it has what you call ORAC certified. Okay, so the ORAC stands for oxygen radical absorption capacity. It is a method of measuring antioxidant capacities in the food supplement. This simply means how many molecules of oxygen radicals can our supplements be able to absorb, or rather counteract. Okay, so remember we talked about of course we are going to face this in the product presentation. Remember we talked to this in the product presentation, where we said radicals are what now ruin our immunity. Radicals, these are hungry elements in our body that take away electrons from our surrounding body, and once that happens, that facilitates to mutation. Now when you take supplements have a mega dose of antioxidants. So the supplements, they are able to offer extra electrons to these radicals, so that the radicals do not ruin our body immunity. Instead of the radicals attacking our body organelles for an extra electron, since they are hungry for electrons, they will be able to receive these electrons for free, a lot of them from what we call the supplements. So the number, or rather the rate at which our supplements are able to counteract the radicals that are in our body, that is what now we call the ORAC. Okay, the ORAC value, the oxygen radical absorption capacity. How many oxygen radical molecules or other elements can a single piece of our supplements be able to counteract? That is what this means. Okay, so the higher number of ORAC molecules that a certain supplement is able to counteract, or rather is able to take care of, the bigger, the better, and the good that supplement is. So that is how you look at it. The next thing is GMP certified. Our supplements, courtesy of Alliance in Motion Global, have what we call the good manufacturing practice, GMP. Okay, so this is a system that ensures that products are consistently produced and controlled according to quality standards without fear of failure. Okay, so that tells you that all our supplements, they have what we call the GMP certification. With that simply tells you that these products, they have always been monitored to be able to be the best of the best supplements in the whole world. Okay, so at the end of this video, I'll attach one of the videos from where our supplements are manufactured, so that you can be able to see which facilities do we use to make our supplements. That will tell you a lot about the kind of work, commitment, and focus we put into making our supplements. Okay, now the next thing is packaging. Packaging is very important. Okay, so all supplements in Alliance in Motion Global can be sold hygienically as a single piece, okay, as compared to other products or other supplements in other companies which are in bottles. Okay, so you get that. Also, we can see here a comparison. Okay, so in Alliance in Motion Global versus other network marketing companies, we have a few things to look at. So the first thing is that it can be sold hygienically per piece as compared to products in other countries, in other companies which are in bottles. Okay, so the packaging of other products of other companies, you get that from other network marketing companies, is that a majority of them, they are in products. For example, if you have to sell like half of the contents found in a bottle, that means you have to contaminate the whole of that content by opening. Either the recipient or rather the patient who is buying, they either buy the big bottle or they don't. Sometimes some people, they want to buy something small to see how it works. That becomes a difficult situation. Okay, in M Global, they are easy to retail and easy to earn. In other companies, they are sold in boxes and in bottles which come complete. So you might say that, I'm traveling to maybe, let's say, abroad, and I want something that is going to take care of my immunity, and I want something small to carry, not something heavy. You get that you're going to have a challenge if you're focusing on that from other companies. In Alliance in Motion Global, we have a lot of our supplements. You can carry them as one piece. You can just count. If I'm going for a trip for 15 days, I can just carry enough for 15 days only, and maybe a little bit for extra in case anything happens. That is how sweet our companies are. You can see here, this is one of the capsules of the C24/7. It can be divided like that. You can see this is a box of coffee. You can get one coffee from each box like that. And then we have so many other supplements which have been split like that. Even this is one of the sugar-free coffees. This is my choco here. This is cappuccino coffee here. Instead of carrying a whole box of 20, if you are going for a vacation for 10 days, we just carry 10 sachets like that. What if you were to carry maybe something small to take you for 10 days? Maybe let's say this one here was supposed to take you maybe for 1 month. What if you needed something small for 10 days? It means by the time you're opening this and separating, you've already contaminated the contents of that product. So that is how difficult it is, or rather, that is the simplicity of the supplements in our company compared to supplements in other companies. Okay, and then they can be retailed in blisters, and they can be retailed in blisters, capsules, and in sachets. While in other companies, it is difficult to sell in small quantities or in small amounts. So you have to find people who can afford the big pieces, or rather the big package, who can afford the money to buy the big bottle. That is how it is. Okay, and then in Alliance in Motion Global, we have that. This makes it very easy to retail for any market. Okay, you can. So one of the things I used to do is I would get like 1 or 2 or 3 pieces of the supplement, and then I would tell someone, I have a very powerful product here that I'm going to give you, but this product is not for free. It comes from very far away. We have some of them which are coming from USA, some of them from the United Kingdom region, or rather the European Union region, others from Korea, others from places like that. But I want you to go and try. And instead of buying this product at 200 Kenyan shillings per piece, you need to commit to 100 Kenyan shillings per piece. I've reduced the price for you, or 120 or 150, something like that. And I'm only going to give you 3 of them. If you do not notice a change, come back to me. I'll be able to give you another dose. Okay, so that is what I used to tell them. And one of the things that people used to tell me is that, my friend, the moment I took that product, I went to the toilet for more than normal, and my urine was this color, and this is how I felt that day. There was a lot of energy in my body and things like that. That is how now people are able to tell you that, you know what, this is one of the best supplements that I've ever seen, and they commit to buying. And you get that most of them, they are committing to buy small pieces. They tell you, okay, I'm going to buy 1 piece every single week so that I can keep on using it and things like that. So those are the beautiful and success stories that we have behind our supplements. Next, you have to look at the business system. So what is the business system? The business system within Alliance in Motion Global, or one of the business systems you have to look in a network marketing company, is maintenance. Okay, so maintenance is a way of keeping your business active. It's like the small subscription that people usually undergo. These days, you get that we have a lot of subscriptions that are ongoing, and in a network marketing company, you have to understand that in a multi-level marketing marketing company. It is a company that is run by what we call a distribution, okay? Movement of a product from one region to the other, either through personal consumption, either through retailing, or either through promotion, okay? So remember, each and every time you are helping people understand why they need to join this business, indirectly you are facilitating the movement of our health products from the company, or rather from the manufacturer, to these new individuals who are joining. That capital that you pay takes care of a global package that contains our health supplements and takes care of a business package that that is where you do your registration, okay? So you have to look at what is the maintenance. Is it the maintenance is done only once? No need to maintain on binary, or rather on stair step, or rather on unilevel, and those other ways of making money on a monthly basis, okay? So our maintenance is usually done once every single month, and one maintenance, one activation for your business takes care of the rest of the ways of making money. You get that some companies, they tell you that you need to maintain each and every single month, but in return you're putting in money, but there is nothing you're getting back in return. In our company, the moment you do your maintenance, you're given any of the health supplements that you choose to work with. So this means it facilitates a culture of consuming from your own business. You know, there is no way you say that you are in a business that promotes health freedom, financial freedom, and time freedom, and you're not a beneficiary of these three elements, okay? So by becoming a member of Alliance in Motion Global, or rather by joining our team, by becoming a member of my team, automatically you are able to benefit from these three things. Health, you practice and you do it. That is how it is, okay? And then you get that low and easy maintenance on stair step and unilevel. You get only 0.33 points. We are going to talk about this in the technical training, okay? So this is what happens. In other companies, the maintenance is very high. They have what you call quotas. They have what you call restrictions. They tell you, even if you've activated your maintenance, you've done your maintenance, this month, if you do not sell, or rather if you do not move this number of products, or rather this number of supplements in our company to the consumers, you're not going to receive commission. So they are too controlling, which is not a good thing, okay? So anytime you check, then the next concept is that anytime you buy or use any of our supplements, you get paid back based on what you call personal rebates. You can imagine in my company, you get paid for using the supplements, you get paid for consuming the supplements. That is how sweet our company is, okay? And then the next thing is that newly registered distributors will start doing their maintenance or PMA. That is, they commit to using, or rather to getting, or rather to buying any product from the company or from their third month onwards. So this one takes care of binary maintenance only for silver executives and global ambassadors and etc. They do a PMA that equates to 0.33 points. Now, let me try to explain this in another way, okay? So let's assume you are a member of a telecommunication company in a certain country. For example, in Kenya, you have, if you're someone who has ever studied Kenya, or maybe you like following through Kenyan updates, because Kenya is a giant in the African country, okay? You've heard of an innovative business plan called Safaricom and M-Pesa. It is a way of moving money using the mobile network, okay? You do not require a bank to do that. You just do it from your mobile phone. You do not even need an agent or any other person. You do it manually from there, and it doesn't even use data, okay? So M-Pesa is a very innovative plan, and you get that each and every time you're using M-Pesa, there are some charges which you undergo, okay? So these charges can be equated to like PMA in our company. Another way of putting that is when you have a SIM card for any company that offers you, talk time and messaging services, where you're able to communicate with people using that SIM card, they usually charge what you call the monthly charges. If you have your line for a very long time without putting in some credit, they lock it. They tell you you put in some credit to keep your line active. That is now what we can call, or rather what we can say, maintenance. The same thing happens to Alliance in Motion Global, okay? And remember, in our company, we have different ranks. The first rank is for people who are called distributors. Distributors, these are just people who have joined us. The second rank is silver executive. So personally, as of the time I was making this video, I am a silver executive. The next rank is a gold executive. The next rank is a global ambassador. Then you have ruby global ambassador and diamond global ambassadors. These ranks are very different. So the more successful you are, or rather the bigger the type of team you have been able to build, you can check it on the rank. If you want to know how big someone is, how much of a successful team someone is how big is their rank? How many points have they been able to accumulate in their rank, and things like that, okay? So you get that in our company, for people who are distributors, they have a lower maintenance. For people who have a rank, by the time you're having a rank, it means you've been able to build the business in a better way. You have bigger responsibilities. You are someone who has a bigger team. You're someone who is more knowledgeable. That is how it is, okay? So for distributors, you do the smallest PMA, and you get that this one can cost you something like, sometimes it can cost you something like $5 a month, depending with which product you're buying, $4 a month, other people $7 a month, others $9 a month, something like that. For people who are silver executives and above, you do this by something like $45 a month. And if you check out the commitment fee which you're putting in terms of maintenance, and the benefits you're getting, the income you're getting, the number of income avenues you're able to activate by doing that maintenance, you get that you're the one who is benefiting in a very big way, okay? So we also get that one maintenance is good, okay? One PMA done under the main account will be good for other accounts of the same name. That is, accounts under the same DTC, okay? So if you have 15 accounts, one PMA is enough. If you have one account, one PMA is enough. If you have 10 accounts, one PMA is enough, and things like that. And will be applicable to all compensation plans. That is, compensation plans on binary, compensation plans on unilevel, stair-step, and unipay plan. What does this mean? It means that the moment you are able to do your PMA, or rather your maintenance, whether you're a distributor or someone who has a rank in this business, once you do one PMA, it unlocks all the other ways of income generation. It takes care of all the other ways of income generation, okay? And then the next thing, it has what you call, doing your PMA has what you call safety features. PMA simply stands for personal monthly achievement, okay? So doing your PMA comes with the safety features. It gives you what we call, it helps you accumulate on binary points, okay? So let's say you've just done your PMA and maybe you got so busy, and under your team you got that 100 people joined your team, okay? So if you have 100 people joining your team and you balance that with 100 people on the other side, you're going to make too much money, okay? How much money is that going to be? Basically, you get that you're going to make about 480,000 Kenyan shillings, okay? 480,000 Kenyan shillings. Why? Because 480,000 Kenyan shillings times, that is 4,800 times 100. So let's say 100 people joined with one account each, and maybe they were placed on one of your teams on the left side. If you do not do your maintenance, you lose the money. But if you do your maintenance, you activate to unlock your chances of making all that money. So which means you will accumulate all those binary points. By the time you're coming back to build the business on the other side, you get that you're going to keep on making money, more and more money. Why? Because the personal monthly achievement that you've done takes care of unlocking all the other remaining ways of making money in our company. So that is how it is, okay? And then the next thing, it gives you what you call a 5% reduction on binary points from the strong leg for every month of non-PMA. If you do not do your PMA, you lose the binary points. And if you do not do your PMA, your binary points start reducing. This is like you have put some money in a business, and if you do not build the business starts growing to the negatives. You start losing value of the business. The product starts expiring and things like that. That is how it is, okay? So you'll be able to understand this more with time as you keep on building the system. The next thing you need to check on is what you call the marketing plan of that multi-level company that you're joining. In Alliance in Motion Global, our marketing plan is what you call hybrid interlooped. Hybrid interlooped simply means one compensation plan is attached, or rather is connected to another compensation plan. For example, in our company, we have up to 7 ways of income generation. And once you are able to master one of the ways of income generation, you automatically unlock the other remaining ways of income generation, okay? So you get that we have a hybrid binary program. We also have a hybrid unilevel program. We have a hybrid stair-step program. We have a hybrid unipay program, okay? And this gives us power to control our business. That is why you see we say, we are in control. We are in control. It gives us the power. We are in control. We have the plan, which means we have the strategy to help you succeed, okay? And one of the things you have to remember is that we are in a world that has a population of 8 billion people. Out of these 8 billion people, 1% of 8 billion people is 80 million. None of us has met 80 million people. Okay? None of us has met that number. Even if you say you want to meet 1 million people, it will take you a number of years. If you say you want to meet 5 million people and introduce them into this business, it is going to take you a number of years, okay? So we have the plan. We are the people with value. Once I understood that I'm in a business that can turn someone from who they are to a multi-millionaire, I understood how much power I have with this business, okay? So we have the plan. The next is that this is our campaign. This is our way out of that, what we call the rat race. This is our way out of that complicated lifestyle that we found ourselves in. You know, some of us are building this business, or rather some of us, we start life from the negatives, okay? There is a quote that goes like this. Every man you meet is either living to the expectations of their parents or correcting the mistakes of their parents. That is how it happens, okay? The next thing is that we create and drive drive our own economy. We create and drive our own economy. Creating and driving our own economy simply means you have the power in your hands. With Alliance in Motion Global, or rather with our marketing plan, together with the support in my team, that is TSM and Project G8, you can predict how far you are going to go in the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years. Why? Because I have been there. I have done this business for a good number of years to be able to gain the right experience to tell you what is going to happen to you should you follow A, B, C, D. That is what we mean by this is our new campaign. And then the next thing, we create and drive our own economy. We design how much we are going to make. We design how successful we are going to become. We design all those things. That is how powerful our campaign is. That is how powerful our marketing plan is, okay? So our compensation plan combines more than one compensation, okay? Other companies, you might have that, you might get that there is a company that has only unilevel, or it has only binary, or it has only stair-step and things like that, okay? One of the greatest benefits is that one compensation plan is interconnected to other compensation plans with the objective of giving you greater benefits, greater income, greater advantages, greater growth strategies, greater support, and so many other good things to help you be able to succeed with our plan much more easily. So those are the things that you look at, okay? Those are the things that you look at to verify if a certain network marketing company is good or not. Is it worth your time or not? Is it worth your investment or not? And things like that. Next thing you check out is payout. Payout is how many times are you able to make money or get paid from the company that you're going to join, or rather from the multi-level marketing business company you're going to join, okay? In Alliance in Motion Global, you earn every single day. If you make money today, you can withdraw it today. You earn immediately. There are some companies, they tell you for your income will reflect after some period of time, or rather when you do your encashment, or rather they say that we only do encashments once in a week. Encashment is that act of getting money from your DTC, or rather from your data tracking center, or rather from your back office, or rather from your network system into your bank account. For us, we earn directly through bank accounts, okay? And you have two ways of earning. We have the check system and the bank system. The banking system is for people who are in a certain country. Let's say you've joined the business from Uganda and you're in Uganda, you will earn through bank. Why? For tax remittance. We usually submit our tax. Our company is tax compliant, okay? And we are usually charged 5% tax. So if you make 100,000 Kenyan shillings and you encash out 100,000 Kenyan shillings, you only do 5% tax, okay? So there are those calculations, of course. You understand that in any country, the more income, the more money you make, the tax limit usually changes and things like that. For us, in Alliance in Motion Global, because this is a business, this is a type of business that the government is not able to teach its people, it gives you what you call tax incentives, okay? Once you are able to provide a solution in any country, a solution that the government of that country itself cannot be able to promote or sustain or facilitate, that government of that country gives you tax incentives. For example, there are so many tax incentives in what you call the housing industry. Why? It's because the government itself cannot be able to provide quality housing for its people. So those people who have the ability to provide quality housing in those countries, they receive what we call tax incentives. Tax incentives, this is whereby you are exempted from maybe being able to pay heavy tax, or maybe you are exempted from paying tax in a certain way, up to a certain levels. There are those agreements with the companies. Why? Because that tells you that that company that is working with that certain country to be able to receive tax incentives is a very serious company that understands what it is doing, okay? So in our AIM Global, or rather in the moment you get to join our team, we are going to facilitate you, and courtesy of our company, that is Alliance in Motion Global, our partner company, you're going to receive what you call tax incentives, okay? So even if you make 50,000 Kenyan shillings, you encash 50,000 Kenyan shillings today, you're subjected to only a 5% tax, okay? So that is something very little. That is how we do it, okay? So that is how it happens. Now, in Africa, or rather, Alliance in Motion Global has a daily payout system globally, okay? Our company is very innovative. Very innovative. It received the Daily Payout System Winner Service and Solution category. That is the International Innovation Awards in the year 2018. As one of the best companies that facilitates daily payout system. Okay, so in some countries, depending of the developments and advancement we have had, there's some countries where you can be able to encash from your DTC right now and you receive the payments in 5 minutes time. And in other countries, you do encashment and you're able to receive the payments after less than 6 hours. So that is what happens, less than 12 hours, 6 hours. So in Africa and in most in other continents, you get that once you do your encashment today, that is on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Once you do your encashment on Thursday before a certain specific time, you're going to receive that income the next day. by around after maybe something like 6 hours or 8 hours or 4 hours. That is how it happens, okay? So you're going to receive your payment or rather your encashment the next day. And in other countries, once you do your encashment, maybe let's say like right now, you receive it in the next maybe 1 hour, 2 hours, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, like that. So that is how it happens, okay? So that is the daily payout system. And in cases where maybe you're using a certain bank, we use Pan-African banks. Maybe you're using a certain bank and that bank maybe is undergoing some system challenges. Our company is able to do manual transaction. How does a manual transaction work? Because our company is loaded, they take some money from their office, they do a manual transfer into your bank account, and then the other transfer that you had initiated online via the DTC, it is usually stopped by the company, okay? So it is stopped. They write a complaint to the partner bank for institution, and they tell the bank institution, kindly, if you are experiencing a system challenge, do not remit this amount of money to these people, just return it to the company. We have done a manual remittance to help them be able to continue building on the business. That is how beautiful our company is, okay? So M Global has a daily payout everywhere in Africa, all parts of the world. Every person needs money every single day. That is why they use money, okay? And our company also continuously innovates and improves to meet industrial expectations and standards to facilitate daily payout system. So this is what you look at before you join any company. Is that company going to give me the privilege to make money and get to pay myself every day? There's some companies you cannot make money on some days, okay? They say the office is closed and things like that. So that is how powerful our company is, okay? Now, let's look at traditional versus modern day network marketing businesses. On the left side, we are going to have traditional network marketing business opportunities and their characteristics, and on the right side, we are going to have modern day network marketing companies, an example like Alliance in Motion Global. So the first category, the first one is people are placed in the front lines, okay? In traditional NM, network marketing company, people are placed in the front lines. And then in modern network marketing company, placement of people is based on the power of two. Now, let me explain this. In some companies, they tell you for you to be able to succeed, you need to connect so many people directly under you. There is no like support system. There is no things like spillovers and things like that. That means it breeds a concept of selfishness. If maybe let's say I'm in a certain company outside there and I'm very good at recruiting or rather sponsoring, and the people whom I'm connecting, they do not know people's skills, those people cannot be able to succeed because I will only focus on myself. I'll say if this week I get 10 people joining me, I'm just going to put them directly under me. If this month I get maybe this year I get maybe 100 people joining under me or 200 people, I'm just going to put them directly under me. In Alliance in Motion Global, it is based on the power of two. You've seen, if you've gone through our marketing plan, and the marketing plan says binary nature, and the marketing plan says you will only connect 2 people directly under you. The rest of the people who come after the first 2, you're going to connect them into your team as spillovers. Spillover simply means you're supporting someone who has recently joined in your team to get more support by connecting someone who has joined a newer person under them. So there is that spillover system. That is what we mean by based on the power of 2. Okay, so you do not need so many people, a so complicated team for you to be able to succeed in Alliance in Motion Global. Meaning, you will be building this business, delegating roles to your team and to your leaders and teaching them how to duplicate. And by doing that, you're going to make very big success in the near future. The next thing you look at is commission. Commissions are paid monthly. In most companies, commissions are paid monthly and commissions are paid weekly. They do not allow you to earn commissions on a daily basis, maybe because of the complications of having a daily payout system. In Alliance in Motion Global, commissions are paid both daily and they are also paid both monthly. We have even promotions. You have so many things. One of the most reliable ways of making money in Alliance in Motion Global is the binary way of making money and retailing. Retailing gives you instant income. Match sales bonus and direct referral bonus gives you instant income. And you can make way big income from that, okay? So you have heard of cases where you can be able to make even up to 60,000 Kenyan shillings in a day, up to 100, up to even 300,000 Kenyan shillings in a day, and so forth. So that is how powerful our business plan is, okay? So next is in traditional network marketing companies is that difficult to retain and understand. It is difficult to train someone to understand the system. They say that it is very complicated. It will take you time for you to understand. They understand it very slow. In Alliance in Motion Global, it is very simple. Okay, you're told that once you share to the person about the business, they understand that we are in a distribution business that offers financial freedom, time freedom, and health freedom, or rather, we are in a business plan that offers financial freedom, time freedom, and health freedom. This is what you do. This is how you gain. This is how you succeed. You go like this. This is how you make money. Very simple. You do A, B, you've made money. You do C, D, you've made money. Like that. Very easy to explain. You can even explain it to a 5-year-old. I usually say, if one of the ways to practice and see if this business is okay is get a child and start teaching them. If these kids understand what you're talking about in this business, then that simply means you are one of the easiest businesses to explain to even an amateur, to even a stranger, a new person, and things like that. That makes it very easy for you to grow, okay? And these things are very easy. We tell you the company is stable. How is it stable? It started in March 2006 in the Philippines. It is existing up to today. How many years are those? From the time I was making this presentation, that is in 2022. You can just be able to see those are more than 15 years. We tell you that the supplements work. Is that true? We tell you yes. Buy this, go and try it. Or rather, take this supplement, go and try it. You'll experience ABCD. You go and try the supplement and you get the results. We have had so many successful stories, so many testimonies because of how exact our company is. I usually say Alliance in Motion Global is the company that will do what it said it will do, as long as you meet the targets from your end, you meet the qualifications from your end, you do what is supposed to be done from your end. The business will give you exactly what it said it will give you, okay, and even much more. So that is how you see it. The next thing to look at is in traditional network marketing companies, they are paid on limited levels of your team. In network marketing companies, you get paid up to infinity from your team. Of course, because of the amount of income you're going to make, and because of to ensure that the company has what you call a safety net to protect it from falling and stumbling down and crashing down, we have what you call restrictions in one of the ways of making money, okay? So you are allowed to make money from infinity. If you listen to a pay plan, you'll get to understand. Even if someone is going to join you 10 years from today, you're going to benefit from that person. You're going to be paid from that person. So it does not matter, okay? Another thing to look at in terms of comparison, or rather in terms of understanding, in traditional NM, network marketing company, or rather in traditional networking, they have what we call monthly quotas. You are told if you do not achieve A, B, C, D, you're not going to be able to earn. In Alliance in Motion Global, we do not have quotas. We do not care if you're going to retail or not. We do not care if you're going to move this number of products or not. But as long as you're able to build a business, you're able to survive with the bare minimums. I usually call this joyriding, okay? They do not tell you that this month you must introduce 10 people to our products and show us by buying from our company, and they don't do that. They give you just a chance. They tell you, if you're not good at retailing, well and fine, focus on the networking. If you're not good at focusing on networking, well and fine, you can try both. So they give you a lot of variations and options for you to be able to succeed. That is what you look at to be able to decide which network marketing company are you going to join, okay? So now here we have some frequently asked questions and how to tackle them, okay? So on the left, you're going to have a question that people like asking. On the right, we are going to have a small explanation to help you. And remember, as I said, that this presentation does not have everything that I would like to teach you. There are so many things I would like to teach you every single day, very new things, but that will take us time, because if I teach you everything in one day, you will undergo what we call that information will be too much for you and you'll become confused. So we'll be introducing you into this knowledge one step at a time, small by small, like that, okay? So now, one of the things you look at is, one of the questions is that, is this company stable? Yes, of course it is a very stable company, okay? Alliance in Motion Global, it is very stable in over 20 countries, and it is growing every single day. And the company was introduced, or rather was created in 2006 March, okay? So if you look at how many economic hard times have we been able to go through since 2006 up to today? A lot. One of the latest one is now the COVID one. COVID made a lot of people wake up, and our business was growing. Actually, I made the most money during the COVID period, okay? So that is how it is. The next question, 2 by 2 by 2 by 2 by 2, where does it end, okay? So you tell this person, in a world with a population of over 8 billion people, you only need a few of the right individuals to help you build the business, or rather to help you build the type of income that you desire. Remember, Alliance in Motion Global has the power and ability to give you the lifestyle you keep on dreaming about. 1% of 8 billion people is 80 million people. A majority of people, almost 99 to about 100% of people, so many people are going to die before they even meet and interact with a fraction of the 80 million people. Even the president himself has not met all the people. However many times he tries, he has not met 80 million people. Okay, so I see people joining our business and they start thinking very small. That these two people, where am I going to get it? The list is going to end. Trust me. Look at it from the bigger end of it. 80 billion. We are in a world that has a population of 8 billion people. 1% of 8 billion people is 80 million. How long is it going to take you to meet physically, face to face, with 80 million people? You are going to even die before you do that, okay? So let people understand that we are in a very serious business that understands what it is doing, in a very serious business that was well planned to ensure that we are able to grow, okay? So if they ask you, like, two people, are they going to end and things like that, that is what you tell them. The next thing to look at is so many companies that are already there, that are already existing. One of the questions I ask them is, why haven't you joined one of the companies and become successful then? Okay, and then they tell me, the next thing that I tell them is that it is the same as saying that we have so many people in the world who need to hear about our business opportunity. Okay, it's the same as saying that we have so many people in the world who are looking for a way to succeed, but they haven't found it. If you go outside there, a majority of people are trying to find a way to survive. That is why you see people are even traveling from a country, they go to a new country to try and look for greener pastures. In Kenya here, we have people who are working in the Gulf. People are working in USA. People are working. What made them go there? Does it mean that we didn't have jobs here in Kenya? Does it mean that we didn't have opportunities here in Kenya? Yes, they were there, but they looked at the sacrifices they are going to put in to work in a business, or rather in a job here in Kenya, and the returns are not equated to the sacrifices and commitments they are going to put if they went to a developed country outside there in the US, Britain, Germany. It is not going, you cannot compare the efforts and the income you make here in Kenya with the efforts and the income you'll make outside there in a developed country. So it is the same thing as saying that we have so many companies outside there which are competing. It's the same thing, okay? So Alliance in Motion Global is one of the best companies that I have known. I have not seen any other company that has this kind of business system and marketing plan that can outcompete Alliance. I haven't seen that. That is why I chose this company, okay? Remember, personally, I'm someone who is a multi-potential. A multi-potential person simply means this is a guy who is able to see very many solutions to the same problems. And our solutions are usually long-term. Once we set up a solution, that solution is aimed at correcting that mistake forever. It's either we deal with that mistake once and for all, or we find a better way. That is what it means by being a multi-potential. Number two, I'm someone who is an overthinker. Before I do something, I've already calculated several ways of succeeding in that specific field, okay? So that gives me a way, like I have a variety of options. Option A, if I decide, like I'm able to see something from the beginning up to the end. That is why it helps me be able to strategize very well, be able to plan for 5 years, 10 years, 20 years to come. So if you have listened to most of my mentorship materials, you will realize that I'm someone who is very visionary oriented because of those qualities. The next thing is that I'm someone who they call lateral thinker, okay? So multi-potential is someone who is able to do many things at the same time. I confused that at the beginning. So multi-potential is someone who has the ability to become very smart in anything they decide to. You will hear people, they'll tell you that you cannot do everything. There are people who can do anything and everything they decide to focus on, okay? That is a multi-potential. A lateral thinker is someone who is able to find long-term solutions to problems that a majority of people will not be able to see. One of the things I like telling people is that I do not have a degree, but I've been able to help so many people succeed. I've been able to help so many people recover because of being a lateral thinker. It helps me be able to see the result to the end. And then the next thing is whatever. That is what you call someone who is an overthinker. An overthinker is someone who is able to analyze a situation and get the right, and be able to pick the right option, or rather the right choice, or rather the most fit option in that situation, okay? So that is how it is, okay? So let people never tell you that we have so many companies which are building the business outside there and they're not going to succeed, okay? It's like saying that we have so many people outside there who are looking for food and all of us are not going to get food. So just look at it from that angle. Now, and then you hear another question is, where does the company get all its money? This is a question of people who are focusing on the wrong places. Someone is looking for a way to succeed, but they are questioning the ways that have made us already successful. They are questioning the ways that have made us successful for the past 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 years. Remember, there are people who joined this company immediately the time it started. And there are those who joined after 5 years. There are those who joined after 10 years, after 15 years. And they became very successful. The business itself is still very young. Okay? It started in 2006 March. And right now, we are in 2022. Okay, so the business is still very young, and still people question, like, where does the company get all this money that it is giving people? Okay, so if you have studied our marketing plan very well, you'll realize that Alliance in Motion Global utilizes what you call product gift check to move it product. It utilizes what you call safety net to protect the company, so that the company can be long term, and also to ensure that the people who are building on this business, they do not make crazy and crazy too much money. If sometimes if you make too much money and you are not able to explain, people fail to understand. People fail to believe in you because they're wondering, why is it that this too much money is big? It is human nature. That is how people's brains work, because of what we call systemic conditioning. Most people outside there have been made to believe that too much money comes from Illuminati. So that is why you get that some people, when we are talking to these people, we are trying to tell them that we have found a way to be able to create a very successful life by doing ABCD, and you can be able to achieve this in 1 to 5 years. They believe that you cannot become that successful, because why are these people? They have been introduced into what we call the systemic conditioning, something that has made them be able to struggle for a very long time in life before they become successful. You've heard of people saying that life begins at 40. It's because for you to be able to break even until you become successful, if you're starting from zero, it takes time. I mentioned earlier on that every person you meet is either trying to live to the parents' expectations or correct the mistakes of their parents. So that is why it is very hard for you to succeed in the current society. Why? Because the people who are controlling you, they do not want you to know how to succeed. If these people, they could have just decided to teach us how to make money straight away from young people. They could have just taught us how to make money. This is what you do to make money. You sell a product, you start a business, you solve people's problems. Now, they do not do that, but instead, they take us through the education system for 15, 20 years so that we can now go and look for a job, so that we can now go and work for other people, to depend on other people who maybe have too much money. And you find out that that is a very complicated way of becoming successful. So if someone asks you, where does the company get all this money, tell them these things. Our company uses what we call gift checks. This is an exchange of a product. It ensures that, or rather it facilitates the movement of products to its consumers. And remember, nothing is for free. So there is a mechanism that enables that you get a gift check in exchange with some little money from the company. That is one thing. Stability. Number two, safety net. Safety net simply means the company is only allowed to transact a certain amount of money to its distributors. Of course, you're going to keep on making money every single day, but you cannot be given all the money. If maybe you've done a deal and that deal is going to give you 1 billion, you cannot be able to receive all that 1 billion all at once. Why? Because you are utilizing someone else's system. If you want to make 1 billion and be able to receive 1 billion, you go and build your own system. Okay? But since you're utilizing a system that many other people from all over the world depend on, there must be safety net to ensure that this system is going to be stable, so that you are not the one who is destabilizing the company. Remember, different people are gifted in different ways. So the company has to ensure that everybody benefits because of things and regulations like this. Next thing is that tell them that the company also builds its own business partners, just like you and I would build on our own business and partners in this business itself. That is why you will see the company every day. It will always open its offices. It will always do trainings. It will always import products. It will always sell its products. The company also sells its products the same way you would sell. The company does not sleep. Whenever there is a holiday, that is the only time they close. After the holiday, they open. Why? Because they also look at they take care of its own employees. That is how strict our company is. Okay, so our company does the business the same way I'm doing it. It creates its own skills. It teaches its people who believe in it. That is how serious our company is. Okay, so we have the skills to help you navigate through all these challenges. There are so many challenges. Other people will tell you, how sure am I that once I pay in the capital, it's not going to disappear? There is a way to answer that. Other guy will tell you, how sure am I that if I buy this supplement, it's going to work? We show them the testimonies. Other guy will ask you, how sure am I that this business is legit? We show them registration details of this business in other countries and in their countries. So there are so many ways to tackle this, and there are so many ways to deal with this. So never be scared. Go outside there, build this business very proudly. Tell people you have a way. Because for me, if this business changed me, if you've seen my testimony, if this business was able to change me from who I was to who I am right now, then this is a very powerful business. Okay, so have full belief in it. The next thing you look at is leadership. Who are the people who are governing, or rather who built this company? A majority of people do not understand a lot of things about working from home and benefiting and generating a residual income from home. As I mentioned earlier on, there are companies which pretend to be network marketing companies. They manufacture the product, they control the product the way they want, and then they bring those products to the distributors and they tell the distributors, these are our products, this is now a network marketing business. We want you to supply these products, or rather to retail these products to consumers or move this product to consumers. It doesn't work like that. A network marketing company is a purely distribution company. The company itself can do assembling of the products, where they get the products have been made and then they bring it into their laboratory. They certify that these products meet the requirements of what we want, and then they package these products. That is what they do. But making the original product is not supposed to be the work of a network marketing company. Okay? So if you get a network marketing company that is making all its products, that is not the right way to do that. Alliance in Motion Global sources its products from giants who understand what they are doing. That is why we have Nature's Way. That is why we have Wada. That is why we have other companies from Japan, Korea. We have like the what? How do we call it? There's this product we call the Eye Protect. It comes from Japan with over 30 years of clinical research and trials. So it means this product has been studied and it has been improved, and the people who make it, they have been working on it for over 30 years. And then Alliance in Motion Global goes and tells them, oh, you know what, we have a network marketing business. We will be able to expose your products to so many people. This is our plan. We like a long-term or rather lifetime partnership with you, and this is the product we want from our company. You have to ensure that when you're making this product for us, it meets the following regulations, A, B, C, D. That is how serious our company is, okay? So you have to look at who are the leaders who formulated this company. Why did they formulate this company? And I want to tell you a story about these people you see here on the screen. This is what I was told. These three gentlemen, they used to be network marketing people in different countries, companies. They used to do network marketing in different companies. And they were facing a lot of challenges. And since they were friends who met over there, they decided they want to come and build one company that is not going to die. One company that is going to last forever. So they started, now what are we going to do? So they looked at the mistakes and the challenges they were experiencing in those other companies, and they put them together and they sat down and they said, now, how do we rectify these challenges so that we bring something better into our business, into our campaign, into the whatever business that we are, into the network marketing company that we are going to establish. And that is exactly what they did, gentlemen. That is how they did it. And these guys, they also took their wealth. They took their wealth and they put it into this company, and they said, if this company fails, it means we are going home. So the only way to ensure that our wealth gets paid back is to ensure that we build something special, something real, something legit, so that this company can grow, so that we can be able to regain back our money. You can imagine that is the biggest sacrifice they made. And that is why you will see these people, they are very strict. You will see these people every day, they are doing trainings to support the people who believe in them. And that is why you will see people like me are here to build on this business without fear or doubt or failure, because I know there are people who are responsible to ensure that the business must succeed. And because those people exist, that is why you see them here. I am going to ensure that I play my part so that both of us get what we want. That is how simple our business is, okay? So our board of directors are with over 60 years of combined experience. Their dedication to building on us and ensure we have a smooth business running all over the world is a clear indication of their commitment into ensuring that this business is the best. You can just imagine, what is the length that these people went to ensure that this business works? It's just like you. If maybe this is something that I've seen that is happening, if someone has a child, they do whatever it takes, and they love their child, and they have come to a conclusion, they understand their situation where they are. They do whatever it takes to ensure that their kids get the best. That is the kind of level of commitment and focus that these BODs have put into our company, okay? So one of the pillars to look at before you join the network marketing company is, who are the leaders? The people who founded this company, do they have a history of fraudulent activities? Do they have a history of manipulating people and using people in the past? Do they have a history of, non-transparency and things like that? That is what you look at, okay? The next thing you look at is the support system. The support system. How does the company support its people to succeed? I have been mentioning this. I said our company does not wait for you to wake up for it to do business. We have branches in all over 20 countries all over the world. Some countries have more than 100 branches in them. In Kenya, we have 2 branches. As the business keeps on growing and the population is going to keep on growing in the near future, we're going to introduce another office, and that one will probably be in places like in Mombasa. If the business keeps on growing and we have a very big demand, a very big team of people who need the services and the products of our company. Our company is going to open another branch somewhere else to ensure that we have a bigger warehouse, to ensure that we have enough supplements to supply to the people who want them, to ensure that we have enough training facilities for the company to support the people who believe in the company to be able to succeed. That is how it is in simple terms, okay? So, company trainings are always there. Our company will always open our office. There is no day you will get that it is not a public holiday and there is nothing that is happening that the government has said that people have to go home. There is no day that you'll get that our company is sleeping. Our company opens the business every day. Even in December, they open. Even on 24th or 23rd Eve before Christmas, they open. On 26th, they open. So sometimes you get that because people have been working so aggressively from the beginning of the year up to the end of the year, they might give us like the end of, like something like 3 days or 5 days for the Christmas and Boxing Day, and then on New Year they give us like 1 or 2 days for people to relax, and then on day 3, day 4 our company is open. That is how serious and committed our people are. Okay, company events. Our company always organizes its events. It organizes its events. We have gala nights, we have team building events, we have I don't know what. There are so many events. That is what we refer to as company events. So you look at this company that I'm going to join. How frequent do they do company events? In how many countries do they do the same events? In how many countries do they run these events? So the more events you get, the more countries you get that this company is doing events, the more belief you should have in that company, because that is a very serious company that understands how it does, okay, how it operates. We have had events here in Kenya. We have had events in Tanzania, events in Uganda, events in Zambia, events in South Africa. We have had events in other countries, in Nigeria, where our business came from, Togo, where all those countries. That tells you how serious our company is. You look at company trips. Personally, I am one of the people who have been able to scoop these trips from the company. You look at how many trips does the company promote? How many people have been able to scoop these trips? Is it only the people at the top, or is it only any person who can be able to succeed to scoop this trip? Okay, and let me tell you how serious our company is. Very serious. Okay, so last year we had one of the trips that the Diani trip. That was one of the trips that people were supposed to be able to compete for, or rather were supposed to be able to qualify for, and the regulations were very serious. The photo you see here on the screen, it shows the qualifications that you needed to be able to undergo, okay? And many people in Kenya, especially the top leaders, they believed that they do not have to work for these trips. They're just going to go because they're the top leaders, they have the rank, they are making the money, they're the ones who are recognized. So they were telling themselves, you know what, the company is going to take us either way. There's no need for us to work for this because we are people, these trips belong to us, okay? Little did they know that the company is very strict. So out of the whole population of Kenya, it is only 3 people who took this promotion very serious. I was the first one, and then we had 2 ladies from the Nairobi branch. I was from the Eldoret branch. And the company, once now after the qualification period was over, and the company had to submit the results to our BODs. They were submitted to Philippines. Our BODs said clearly that it will be very unfair for us to let the other people who didn't really work for these travel incentives and events or rather the people who didn't qualify for these travel incentives the right way to go and enjoy this trip together with those who worked for it. Even those who worked for it, they will not take it, they will not feel good, because why would someone work very hard to qualify for a trip and then go for the same trip, and another person who didn't even work on it, just because they have the leadership status and rank, and then they go there, they are given the same chance with someone who clearly and truly worked for it? It doesn't bring a good picture. And that, my friend, tells you that our company is very strict. Okay, so the company said that it is only people who qualify that will go, and in other countries it is very serious. People fail to qualify for that, and the company says that nobody qualified, so nobody is going. That is how serious our company is. So you have to ask yourself, does our company promote these bad behaviors of favorism, where it is favoring some other people and it is not? Does it put some other people on a higher level of maybe of benefits because these people they are the leaders, they were there, they have been doing this from the beginning, they're the ones who understand. So that is, our company does not do that. You qualify, you get what you worked for. You don't work for what you want, you don't get what you don't get it. That is how it is in very simple terms. Okay. So the next thing is the speaker's bureau. Our company has something which is called the speaker's bureau, and the speaker's bureau simply means you are going to be trained and vetted and examined by our company to verify that do you meet the necessary requirements of becoming a leader or a representative of our company. Are you going to present our business with integrity, with all the good qualities so that people can grow in this business in the right manner? Or are you going to lie to people outside there so that you can get a sale, so that you can get the match sales bonus and you can get the income? So that is what our company does. And during this speakers bureau training, they tell you if you do mistake A, we are going to excommunicate you. If you do mistake B, we are going to block you from earning. If you do mistake C, there is going to be this punishment. They are very clear and very categorical about that. And our company is very strict on the rules. That is why we have the company policies, rules and regulations, and ethics. Okay? So those ethics, they clearly elaborate and tell you that if A happens, this is the consequence for B. If C happens, there's a consequence for D and things like that. Okay? So that is why you get that people like me are very committed, because we know we are in a very serious business. So we also treat our team and we treat our people and our business in a very serious manner. Okay. Next thing, rank advancement. Our company has a very beautiful way of advancing your rank. One of the sweetest way of advancing our rank. If you want to learn more about this, you will ask for the technical training, and you will go into the technical training and you'll be able to see how someone can be able to move from a distributor rank to a silver executive rank. Personally, in 2023, I'll be achieving, or rather I'll be acquiring the gold executive rank, the GE rank. That is the third most powerful rank that we have. We have the fourth one, the fifth one, and then we have, for people who are very crazy, who have achieved all this rank, they go to the next rank, which is called, that is now the infinity rank. We call it Hall of Fame. Hall of Fame, it means you have achieved all the ranks you've made all the biggest money, you've broken barriers, you've broken records. So we can no longer describe you based on the small ranks that we have. We describe you as someone who has achieved excellence. That is why you go into what we call the Hall of Fame. Once you have hit the Hall of Fame, it means you are the top of the top of the top. We cannot measure your success. Your success is too big to be measured. That is how it is. Okay. So you have to look at the multi-level company that you're joining. How do people achieve rank? How much commitment does it put for people to achieve rank? For us, the more people you help succeed, the easier it is for you to achieve the rank. It is automatic. Keep making money, keep growing the team, you achieve the rank. That is how it is, automatic like that. Okay. The next thing you check on is team expansion. How easy or how hard is it for you to expand your team? How hard or how easy is it for you to establish your team in another country where our business is already registered? So in some companies, it is very hard. You have to go there manually. But here in our company, you get that we have international business partners. You're here in Kenya, you have someone somewhere else in another country who is doing the business, making money from Kenya, making money from their country. You're making money from their country because of the team that is there. And both of you are also able to make money from another different country where you've never been. So that is now what we call team expansions. How easy is it to expand your team in one region or the other? And I usually tell people that the more you do this business in Alliance in Motion Global, the more you do this business with my team that is TSM, the more you keep on building on this business, the easier it becomes for you, because you start discovering, oh, this is how this is done. So I can do this way and be able to succeed. That is how it is, okay? So the next thing is, now you have to look at what you call Project G8 team system. We have a very powerful system, and I established this system from 2020 to 2040. That means we have a full 20 years to be able to build on what we want. The first phase, I've already finished it. That was from 2020 to 2022. I've achieved everything I wanted to achieve within this period of time. Okay, that includes moving to a new house. That includes being able to eat well, being able to take care of myself, being able to be financially independent. Those are the things that are expected of you. So I achieved that. Now from 2023 to 2030, there's something I'm going to achieve. From 2031, rather from 2030 to 2040, there is something else I'm going to achieve. So I already have a strategy. Now the question is, would I waste 20 years for something that was not serious? That is one question you need to ask yourself. The answer is no. I'm someone, the way I've said, I'm someone who is very, very open-minded, very sharp when it comes to looking at how am I spending my time? The time that I'm having, that I'm putting into this thing, is it going to be productive? That is the kind of person I am. And trust you me, I cannot put 20 years of my lifetime into something that is not serious. So that is how it is. Support system. Our support system is very strict. The next thing you look at is loyalty to the company. Okay, so in our support system, these are some of the things that we usually talk about, or rather, this is our pledge of loyalty. In our support system, we have this pledge of loyalty. This pledge of loyalty. Number one, the first thing is that you have to be loyal to the company. Oh, and trust me, I love my company so much that I am willing to sacrifice our friendship or our relations for the purpose of the business. For me, my business comes first. My business comes first, and then my team follows, and then the rest of the things. Okay? And I've had a lot of disagreements with friends who think that I am going to put my business lower than them, that I'm going to prioritize them, and then just because they are friends. Let me tell you something. Your friend will sacrifice your business over their friendship. For them, they value their friendship with you more than they would value how you treat your business. But a real mentor will sacrifice everything over the business, over your growth, and over your success. For me, the rule is very simple. If you want to succeed with me in my team, you must follow the rules and regulations. If that is too hard for you to bear, then we are not going to be friends. That is the boundary. The business comes first, our success comes first, our growth comes first, changing from zero to hero comes first in this business. Our team comes first, and then the rest of the things come. So I see most people, they come into my business, and then they want me to treat them with favors. I make friends, they want me to treat them more special than I would treat my business. My friend, remember, this is the business that puts foods on our table. Personally, if it were not for this business, I would be sleeping hungry. I would be still back in the streets. Without a degree, I would not have survived. So I take this business with a lot of seriousness. And if you are going to be joining my team in the near future, and you're going to be someone who is not going to be serious in this business, then we are going to have a problem. You and me are going to have a problem. So that is how serious I am. My loyalty to the company is more than 100%, and there is no negotiation with that. And I cannot do any other multi-level marketing business, or rather I cannot join any other company apart from Alliance in Motion Global. That is how strict I am to my principles to be building my team. Because why should you join another business when you know that this company can give you the life, everything that you want? You guys should meet people who are making millions and millions and millions in this business. We have people who have already made billions in Kenyan shillings with this business. And those people, you cannot know them because you have not been able to succeed to that level of money that will introduce you into another lifestyle. Remember, there are people who have too much money outside here. There are people who have too much money. And the more money you make, the more you're going to meet these people. There are people who have built so much success that these people, they're just living in a different world up there. These people, they do not know if there was corona. They do not know if there was lockdown. They are the same guys who are taking flights. You hear someone says that, oh, my country, they have started saying that there is corona. Somebody takes the whole family, they go to Britain. They take the whole family, they go to another country. That is what I'm talking about. So why should you jeopardize building two companies, gambling here and there, dividing your time because you're trying to get a shortcut to success? Why? Okay, you get that sometimes the person you are introducing into company A would have made you a multi-millionaire if you introduce them to company B. But because you already introduced them to company A, you can now not introduce them to company B because already they have already seen you are not someone who is serious. Okay, so my loyalty to the company is more than 100%, and that is why we usually draw the line with many people. I've been able to lose many friends. I've been able to lose very many people in this business because they thought that I will not be as serious as it is, as serious as I say. Okay, so for me, you have to follow the rules of this company. You have to follow the rules of my team. If you cannot do that, then I'm not willing to build on you. Why? Because if I tolerate such like things, if I do not put things straight, we are going to build a very bad team. And a bad team culture, after some few years, our whole team is going to crash and we are going to start afresh. And so many people are going to be disappointed and so many people are going to be very unhappy. And I don't want that to happen in my team. So loyalty to my company, I pledge it 100%, more than 100%. Number two, focus. Follow one course until that course is successful. The life you dream of is in Alliance in Motion Global. The life you have ever wanted to build on is in this company. The life you keep on envisioning every day is in this company. Go and do a research of the people who are successful in this company and you will understand. This business is very powerful. That is what I believe in. Okay? Now, reselling of accounts or changing of name is not allowed. The membership is The membership with our company is usually lifetime, okay? So there is no, you cannot sell your account. For me, the moment I get people, of course, and I've had so many people who are contacting me, they're telling me, oh, I want you to support me. I joined this business in another team, it worked like this, oh, blah, 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 and things like that, and they're not supporting me, I want you to support me. So this is the rules. Focus on people who are in your team. We are in a world that has a population of 8 billion people. So your chances of succeeding with someone who is going to join your team are much, much higher than your chances of succeeding someone who is in a different team, because you're just going to have a lot of headache. Just focus on people who are in your team, okay? And tell these people, if they want your support, let them join your team first. That is the simple rule. Personally, for me to support you to become a multi-millionaire with this business, you have to be in my team. I cannot put my effort in something that does not support my team and me to succeed in this business. So that is the rule. Very simple like that, okay? So once you've set up your account, there is no need of reselling or changing your name, okay? Now, change of sponsorship or transferring to another group, it doesn't happen. There are rules for you for following that, and these rules, they are very strict, okay? So if you want to understand those rules, you will talk to me. I'll direct you to the training materials and the rules of our company that states how do you, if maybe you have joined the business and you're not getting the support that you've been crying for. Of course, we have people who are building this business the wrong way, and that is why we have people like me to build this business the right way. So let me try to explain. When you meet people who are building this business the wrong way, they create a situation whereby innocent people who are joining this business are going to find a hard time growing in this business. Let me now explain this so that you get it clear. Assuming that I'm using lies and manipulative acts to get people joining into this business, it means that I'll be making quick money. I lie to someone, they join this business. After they have joined this business, they discover that what I told them is not the truth. So now these people, they have two options. The first option is they either quit this business because maybe these are people who cannot withstand being lied to. So you will get some people, they will tell you, you lied to me about the business. I joined the business. What you told me is not what I found out. So I am not willing to build on a business with fake people and liars. So I am going to quit, and they will go. The second option is this person will have to become a liar like you. Actually, we have three options. So the second option is this person will have to become a liar like you. And they will start building this business, the same lies you used to get them into business. They will use the same lies to build their own team. And this is not going to be sustainable. It is going to get to a point you're going to meet some people who are going to be very serious and very angry with you, and they will quit, and the whole team will crumble down. Option 3 to happen, you will get people who will decide, you know what? If this is the person who lied to me about the business, and I believe in the business, and I know I can pull this, I am going to build this business my own way. I'm going to build this business the right way, and then I am going to succeed with this business. And from there, I'm going to build my own team culture where I grow the business with integrity, with the right, telling people the truth without lying and manipulating to them. And I know that in the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years, I am going to succeed. Why? Because I'm building the business the right way. Now, when this person in option 3 is doing that, if you are the one who introduced this guy in option 3, and you introduce this person through lies and manipulative acts, and the person in option 3 has sworn to himself that he's going to build this business the right way, my friend, you are in trouble. Because this guy is going to build the business in a way that it is going to expose you. Okay, so in my team, that is how I build my business. We build it so right that other people who are outside there will see that the support and mentorship they have been denied where they joined can be found in our team. And that is how now you're going to be able to build a very good team culture, a team that is going to last for years and centuries and centuries. And that is how we are going to become successful in our business. Okay, so that is how it is. And then non-tolerance to fraud activities. I think I've explained this. For me, my business is very serious. It is number one. There are no lies here. There are no fraud things here. There's no lying to people here. You have to tell people the truth. You have to tell people that we are doing this because of ABCD. Make them understand so that they know your stand when it comes to this business, okay? Professionalism and respect. That one you have seen it. If you've been in my team for quite a number of, for a period of time, you will understand and you'll be able to agree with me that I treat my people with respect. I treat my people with professionalism. I treat my people with integrity. There is no need to lie. There is no need to manipulate. And I usually tell people the truth. In my principle is, better I tell you the truth and then you decide what to do with it. Now, where did I get these qualities? It's because I'm someone who grew up from a point of a lack of. I lacked a lot of things while I was growing up. Okay, if you've listened to my testimony, you'll understand. I went through the streets. I lived in the streets. I was not able to succeed in terms of completing my education. I suffered. I went through the hands of so many people. People who mistreated me. People who mishandled me. People who took advantage of me, and all that. It taught me a lot of things in life, and all those experiences developed me to the leader that I am today. Okay, so I treat my business with professionalism because I understand the quality of getting genuine support. Outside here, getting genuine support is very rare. Outside here, getting someone who is going to genuinely support you, someone who is going to tell you, my main aim is to see you succeed so that through you, many other people can be able to succeed. It is very rare. The first person who might probably want you to succeed, if you're blessed enough, they are your parents. Your parents will always do whatever it takes to try and help you succeed. Remember, if you're coming from a family that does not have it all, remember that your parents, they are also, if you're coming from a family that does not give you the things that you wish you received in this earth, remember that your parents also, they are trying to, if those people, they genuinely love you, remember they are also trying to solve the mistakes of their parents. And you might get that, now those are your grandfather and grandmother, and you might get that the parents of your parents, that is your grandparents, they are also, or rather they are also trying to solve the mistakes that their parents made. So that is how I understood this whole thing. I studied a lot about this business opportunity, and I wanted to understand, why is it that there are some people who are building this business without fear, and yet we have other people who are complaining that this business is failing and things like that? Why is it that we have some people who are succeeding, others they are complaining and crying? So I started doing research, and I came to understand that there are people who are in this business and they are building it the wrong way, and that way they are making it hard for other people to succeed in this business. And so I understood a lot of things, and that is where you get that all these things that I was able to discover, they made me the person I am, the kind of leader that I am today. So non-tolerance to fraud activities. So if you are going to join this business, professionalism and respect, you must be able to treat other people the same way you would love to be treated. If I treat you professionally so that I can help you succeed in this business, you must be able to treat the people who come and believe in you, who come after you, the same manner. Okay, so your parents, if they are very loving and very accommodating, those are the first people who will want to see you succeed. Number two, your siblings. If you have a brother and a sister, and they look upon you, they look up to you, that is the second category of people who would want and wish to see you succeed genuinely. Your siblings know very well that they understand, they know life is tough, and they know that if my brother or my sister succeeds, I know I am going to be in safe hands. That is what they believe in. And you might find out those people, they might love you to the moon and back, and some of them, they might not never tell you. Okay, so if you come from a blessed background and you have good brothers and sisters, those people, they will want to see you succeed. Whether your siblings are young or they are elderly, they will always want to see you succeed. The next category of people who might want you to succeed, or rather who will want to see you succeed, are the people in a business like us. In Alliance in Motion Global, I usually tell people, for me, I'm very straightforward. I tell people my main aim is to see you succeed. I want to help you succeed so that you can do like I did, so that you can succeed like I did, or you can do better than I did. Okay? And let me tell you a secret. In Alliance in Motion Global, or rather in TSM, in my team, in Project G8, the people who come to join you and believe in you, if you help those people have a smooth growth, if you help those people succeed more than you succeeded, it means you're taken care of. Let's say you have a team, 5 people on the left, 5 people on the right, and you have helped these people. They have made bigger success than you ever made during that time frame, during that time when you are building on this business. Let's say you're going to support them, or maybe you have supported them to be able to succeed, or rather you have made them be able to succeed in a period of maybe, let's say, 2 years. They have been able to make too much than you did, too much progress, too much success than you did. It means you are secured. It means that you're secured. You've taken care of your situation. There is a quote by Jim Rohn, and Jim Rohn learned it from someone called he learned it from one of his mentors. Okay, I've forgotten the name a little bit, and he said that and then he says that one of his quotes, he says that if you want to solve your problems, this is the best way to solve your problems. Okay, it goes like this: learn to solve other people's problems, and your problems will disappear. Learn to solve other people's problems, and your problems will do what? Will disappear. Okay, so now how does professionalism and respect come in? Once you understand that our business has the power, the potential, the ability to help any person be able to gain financial freedom, time freedom, and health freedom, it becomes very easy for you to build on them. So you ask yourself a very simple question. This business that I have with Alliance in Motion Global and Project G8, or rather in TSM, that is the Successor Mentors, that is the name of our team. This project, this business plan that I have, how can it help people outside there? Who do I know that if they knew about our business and they knew about how they can succeed in our business, they would become a part of our team? Who do I know that if I introduce them to my mentor, that my mentor will help both of us be able to succeed with this business plan? That is how you approach people. That is how you look at it. Okay, so that is how if you understand that, you'll be able to build this business as a profession. You will take this business seriously, and that is why I'm saying I take the business more serious, way serious, because of the benefits that are going to come once you build this business the right way. Okay, the next thing, follow the company policies and regulations, and this is very important. Okay, so we have a training that explains the company policies and rules and regulations, and I'm usually very strict with that. Okay, so you have to ensure that if you're going to join my team, you must be ready to follow rules and regulations. There are no shortcuts in my team, and once I realize that you're going to follow shortcuts in my team, we are not going to be friends. Okay, and if you realize, for those of us who have experienced my mentorship from the very beginning, I'm someone who is very open-minded. I tell you this is the business I'm doing. I tell you network marketing. I tell you I've done ABCD, and I tell you my company is Alliance in Motion Global. I never hide about my company, and I usually say, let me tell you the truth, and you will decide what you want to do with that truth. If you find out that you want to live in the light and truth, so that we can be able to grow the business, you will be able to succeed with us. So I usually say there is no need of lying to you, because what if I lie to you and then you join the business and then you find out what I told you is not what is there, and then maybe you are someone who would have helped me become very successful by helping so many other people succeed, and just because I lied to you, I lost loyalty and trust with you, or rather I lost loyalty and trust from you, and you get that because of that, you will go away and you will abandon the business because of a simple mistake, because of just lying to you so that I can benefit faster. So I usually look at it that way. I do not like doing mistakes like those, and in most cases, people who have done those mistakes, there are usually repercussions in the future. If you build this business with lies, you're going to produce leaders who are going to lie. In network marketing, we have a philosophy that is called monkey see, monkey do. So if you do something the wrong way, you're going to build a team that is doing something the wrong way. If you build a team the right way, you're going to produce a team that is growing the business the right way. And it is as simple as that. Okay, so follow the company policies and regulations. Make sure you're building the business the right way. Make sure you are the best version of the kind of team members you would wish to have into your team. And by doing that, you're going to attract the best of the best, because outside there, people are not stupid, people are not foolish, people are very clever, people are very smart. Okay, so the right people will always find you, and they will be more than willing to work with you and put in the same extra energy you're putting into this business, and they'll be able to grow with you and succeed with you. That is how our business is. Okay, the next thing is, now you also need to have the simple tools. So this is now a part of the training that we are going to talk about in the next trainings. And the opening point of this training session was, why aim global? Why do people like me build on this business with passion and love and integrity and seriousness and all that energy? Okay, so we have already talked about the first four, and we are now going to go to the last one that talks about the simple tools of trade. Okay, so now let's go to the simple tools of trade and see what happens here. So the simple tools of trade, you need a good smartphone. Okay, you need a good smartphone. So you get that most people who want a change of life, these are people, there is something that is called, let me tell you one of the principles that changes people's lives. There is this one principle that is called disgust. Disgust. Being disgusted by something is one of the most powerful principles you can ever experience, or rather you can ever use, or rather one of the most powerful philosophies you can ever use. Okay, so one day a person wakes up and he says, I am tired of living life like this. I'm tired of having fake friends. I'm tired of trying and struggling. I'm not living a good life because of the situation I'm in. So what am I going to do? I am going to change my circle of friends. I'm going to look for people of value. I'm going to look for something that is going to help me change my life. that. So this guy decides he's going to dump his friends who are not helping him. He's going to dump the wrong people in his life. He's going to dump the manipulative people. He's going to dump the people who lied to him. He's going to dump the people who used him. That is being disgusted. Once you are disgusted with poverty, you will not want to tolerate poverty anymore. So because of that, you get that people who are in that situation, a majority of them, they are people who are not that blessed enough with success. So they are going to join our business with, you get a majority of them, they're going to join the business with small funds. Maybe these are people who are coming from different struggles and they do not have a good fund. So in my team, to help people like those be able to succeed, we help you be able to get some good gadgets. So there are incentives in my team. If you're able to do 1 or 2 or 3 things, I will buy you a smartphone to congratulate you and motivate you to keep on growing in the business. That is already something that I have already launched. We have people in my team who have already benefited from that, and you're going to listen to them. They will tell you, when I came into this business, I did not have a smartphone, but my mentor told me, just believe, I'm going to support you, do ABCD, and if you do this and this and this, I'm going to support you in this manner. That is one way of rewarding your team to be able to grow. So for me, I'm prepared for that. So you need a good smartphone, and the average requirements of a good smartphone, you need to get a good phone that has at least a RAM, random access memory, that is, we call it RAM, of at least 3 or 4 GB. It is better you start from 4 GB onwards. Okay, that is the first thing. The next thing that you need, get a good phone that has an internal storage. If it goes low, 64, okay, 64 gigabytes, that is 64 GB. If you want to get a good phone, we have very good phones. Start from a RAM of 8 GB RAM onwards. 128 GB storage, internal storage, to 256 internal storage onwards. You can also buy a very good memory card to help you. Why? Because your phone is now going to become your office. That is what you're going to use to do the rest of the activities. If you do not have a good phone, just follow through the system that we have. Some people, they come into our business, they come into our team, and they start with the very small phones. And you have been able to work with those people, and they have been able to generate income, and they have been able to grow, and they have been able to get good phones and better phones. So in case you have a challenge with that, some people, they say, oh, my phone is very small, I cannot be able to accommodate these tools that you're sending into the group, my phone is getting filled up, it is disturbing me, and things like that. Talk to us. We'll tell you what you need to do. Okay, so that is the first thing. The next thing, you need tools of trade. I'm just brushing through. I'll not be able to talk into deeper details with this, because there is another training that is going to explain this. Okay, you need a notebook for trainings and note taking. You need to keep your own database of your own skills and records and the things that you learn. Okay, there is a reason why a book and a pen was invented. Your brain cannot be able to hold everything into it, okay? Your brain cannot be able to remember all the details unless you're someone who is a super genius, who is super creative, who is someone who is tough, okay? So a person like me, I am able to remember so many things because of a very simple principle. There is a quote that goes like this: do not fear a man who has done different things 10,000 times, but fear the man who has done the same thing 10,000 times. Okay? Let me repeat that principle so that you can get it properly. I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 moves once, but I fear the man who has practiced one move 10,000 times. Repetition is the gateway to mastery. So, your mind cannot be able to remember something unless you have practiced that one same thing 10,000 times. You become lethal in network marketing the moment you do it and do it and do it and do it and do it again until you succeed. Why? Because already the tricks and the tips to help you succeed in network marketing are things that people have already done. So one of the ways of you to succeeding in network marketing is getting a good mentor and doing everything they tell you to do. That is how you succeed in network marketing. And that is why we have this quote. Let me repeat again for the last time. I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 moves once, but I fear the man who has practiced one move 10,000 times. Repetition is the gateway to mastery. So, for you to be able to practice the same move 10,000 times, you need to have that move documented somewhere. And that is why you need to have your notebooks for trainings and note taking. I have my own books. I usually work with them everywhere. I have my own books for note taking for the skills. I have my website where I've written them. I have my documents where I've written the books, that is the ebooks. I've stored them somewhere. I have them in my hard disk. I've uploaded them everywhere. I've put my knowledge and information everywhere so that if I lose this one, I have another one. If I lose another one, I have this one. I also have a books for products and knowledge on products and knowledge on the people I've ever treated. I have all those books. Why? Because I want to be the best version of the leader that I want to meet in my people, okay? So you practice. Remember, your team will practice what you do. In network marketing, that is now, and that is why most people do not build this business the right way, because they are telling people to do the things that they don't want to do themselves, okay? So you cannot tell someone that you need to make money when you yourself, you're not making money. You cannot tell someone that you need to build a team when you yourself, you're not ready to build a team. You cannot tell someone in your network marketing company to be a person who is building the business with integrity, yet you yourself, you're manipulative, you're a liar. It doesn't work like that. So that is one thing you need to look at, okay? And then you need a book for, you need a name list. A name list is a list of contacts of people whom we usually talk to. This one we will guide you. There is a training for that, okay? And then you need a book for circles, preferably spiral. This one is for presentations, especially for those of us who like doing one-on-one. One-on-one presentation, this is whereby you meet a person and you engage with them face to face. You're training this person on a one-on-one basis. You're telling them about the business as they follow through. So you need a spiral book for that. We'll talk about this one later on. And then you need a presentation guide. We have it, the presentation guide on how to do the business presentation based on a one-on-one. We'll talk about this one later on. And then you need a good pen. You need presentability. You need to present yourself to someone the right way. You need a diary. A diary, that is where you keep your details, okay? You keep your information. What are we going to do? Like, for example, we are going to have a lot of activities from 2023 to 2030. And there are things that we are going to plan, okay? There are things we're going to plan 1 year ahead, 2 years ahead, 5 months ahead, 6 months ahead. And you need to keep these things documented. You need to keep these things alert and known. So if we say that in 2023, we're going to expand our business to Mozambique, I will be traveling to Mozambique to build our business. Start prospecting for people in Mozambique. What do you need to do? You keep that in your diary so that you start working on it, When it comes the right time when I'm going to Mozambique, you should already have prepared. That is why you need a diary. And the next thing, you need professional dress code. I usually say the way a person presents themselves physically, or rather the way a person presents themselves to the outside world, speaks a lot about their mentality, about their thinking. If you get someone who is not serious about it, you'll always know someone who is a joker. If you get someone who is not serious about their presentability, probably they do not value their mentality, or rather they do not value the kind of legacy they want to bring forth, okay? So remember, presentability is key. And we'll talk about, there are so many things I want to teach you. We'll talk about the art of getting people to say yes in 8 minutes. We'll talk about the art of persuasion. We'll talk about so many things to help you understand how is it easy for people like us to make people believe in us in this business, okay? The next thing you also need is a projector and a laptop for team leaders. So we have team leaders in my team, and if you're going to be a team leader, you must have a projector, you must have very nice suits, you must have very nice shoes, you must have a laptop. And these things, you're going to get some of these things through incentives. I've said support in my team and there is a lot of support. There is going to be too much support. You guys are going to enjoy, okay? So there are leaders I'm going to support to buy their first phones. There are leaders I'm going to support to get their laptop. We are going to have legal agreements. You sign, I sign. You make a mistake, you break a tool that is meant to help our team grow, you repay. There are not going to be shortcuts here. You must be able to protect what is going to feed all of us. You must be able to protect all the tools that are going to help us. We're going to have a mechanism to help our people be able to buy cars, be able to get travel incentives, flights, air tickets, and things like that. Okay, so those things are going to be there. Now, these tools are what we need to be able to run our business smoothly, to be able to grow our business internationally, to be able to succeed with people outside there. So if you know you're looking for a team, or rather if you know you have been looking for a team to help you succeed, this is the team. What you're listening to right now, this is the team. This is where you need to be. And remember, the same way I've taught you, I've mentored you. Make sure that you do a better work. You do better job. You do a better job when it comes to building your team. That is how we succeed. You have seen me trying to mentor you in the right manner. You have seen me putting the right necessary measures to help you understand our business, to help you grow. Do the same thing. Pass the same knowledge to your team. Do not forget. Of course, there are so many things that I'm going to support you with. This is just learning. There are other practical things that you and me are going to do. There are things that I'm going to introduce you to. This is just general knowledge that every person needs to know to make it easier for us to grow. But there are specific things that I'm going to do with you one-on-one basis. And those things, they are very critical when it comes to helping you succeed with this business, okay? So up to this level, I believe you have been able to learn a lot, and I want us now to see what have we learned from the beginning to the end in just summary, so that now we can call this meeting, we can call this a day, okay? So the first thing that we learned, let me see. All right, so this is the summary now. The summary of skill set number one is we talked about the topic was why Alliance in Motion Global? Why M Global? Why should people like you and me decide to build on this business? And why would you choose this company? And we talked about now there are things that you need to look at. And one of the things you need to look at is the strength of a multi-level marketing company that you're going to join. And I gave you things. You check on the products, I explained. We check on the packaging, I explained. You check on the business system, I explained. And then you check on leadership, I explained. And then you check on support system, I explained. So from number 1 to 5, I explained in deeper details. And then now I talked about simple tools of trade, okay? So if you look at our company, we use very simple tools of trade, okay? We just need a good phone, notebook like that and all that. Now, I will talk about this in another training where we will now be able to discuss more about this in details, okay? So now that is what happens. And up to this level, I believe you've been able to learn one or two or three things. And this is TSM Project G8 from 2020 to 2040 plan. And I look forward to growing with you and succeeding with you and building a very big business with you so that all of us can be able to change our background. We can be able to change our lives. We can be able to live that good life, okay? So we also deserve this good life. We are just here. Remember that money has been there since the time we were born, even before we were born. And those who have touched this money, they're just people like us. They have the same blood like us. Yeah? They do not have 2 heads or 3 legs, or they're just people like us, okay? So while we are here, while you're learning about this training and all that, make sure that in the next new 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years, make sure that your hands touches as much money as you possibly can. On a personal level, I believe that, of course, there are so many things that we need, but one of the things that I know that will get us to the things that we need much, much quicker is when you make money. That is what I believe in. And for you to be able to make money, as I said, help other people be able to solve their problems, and your problems will disappear. And how do we do that? We can solve that through helping other people see the bigger picture of our business, and through helping you be able to understand the bigger picture of our business. What is this that I see in this business that makes me build on it, and things like that. And that is how we get to succeed in our team. Okay, so have a blessed time wherever you are. Have a nice day wherever you are, and let's meet at the top. Let's keep on growing. This has been Osinde John, your mentor, your client mentor. Looking forward